Dre and Snoop and Game have considered you the new king of the West Coast.
Yeah.
Is that something that is a little difficult to live up to? Do you love that? Or how does it make you feel?
You know, I live up to it once I execute the music, you know, and continue the legacy they've been building. But it's not really no pressure to me because the moment I started writing, I said I want to be the best at it. You know? I always had that mind state, if I ain't doing it, to be it's better or at least like them.
Right.
And it's pretty crazy when you think about it. Here they're talking about you being like the new king of the West Coast with hip hop, and you're playing, you got guitars busting in out there. You got the biggest electronic DJs in the world. Like, where do you think music's going that all this could just happen this weekend?
Man, I feel like it's going where, you know, it's really not going to be a set base for each genre. Everybody gonna be able to connect with different types of music at the end of the day. You know, different nationalities too across the world. When I look out in that crowd at Coachella, I don't just see my face. You know, I see you know, other, you know, beautiful people out there. And when music can come together like that and everybody just enjoy themselves, that's the best thing about it. Music's supposed to move people.
It's funny, it reminds me of that. Have you guys seen LA Magazine this month, Los Angeles Magazine? I've seen so many people on LA Instagram the cover because it says like, I'm black, I'm white, I'm Hispanic, I'm Chinese, I'm Los Angeles.
That's dope. That's exactly how LA is.
Well, and you know, Coachella, obviously hundreds of thousands of people. What was your first show? How many people were in the crowd?
My first
time
show,
you ever performed?
First time I performed was probably like 20 people.
20 people.
How old were you? Because you've been doing this since...
For a while. I was probably about 17.
Yeah.
My first show, I was thrown right out there.
Where was it?
It was probably in Long Beach, California. And then what's crazy was my next show was probably like 400 people. I had got an opportunity to perform on a dub show with Game.
Wow,
and
so
was
from
like,
20 to 400, you're like, okay.
Yeah, I was like thrown out to the wolves, and you know, it was a growing process. I was terrible.
Well, what can we expect coming next for you here, you know, going into 2012 and the rest of the year?
In 2012, just making sure everything go up as far as this TDE brand. Man, we constantly working, sticking to the same plan we've been having for the past 7 years. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, that's put the music first and let everything fall behind second.
You don't have the video for the recipe done yet, right? It's so funny because it's one of those songs, living in California. I hear it, and I imagine myself driving around, top down, like palm trees. It just feels
West Coast,
so magic. What's your vision for the video?
The vision for the video would probably be exactly that. You know, just make it feel good and, you know, make it feel right. I don't want to go too over the heads, you know, because the concept is basically it. You know, I just want to make it clean cut, you know, and fun. You know, where everybody want to continue to come back to my city. You know.
There you go.
It's really interesting too. You know, to a lot of people, you're a new artist, but like, you know, then to a lot of people that have been like listening to the mixtapes on the blogs for a while, here they're already talking about you're the new king. And it's really important to you. You were saying to kind of show the next generation all the opportunities out there and stuff. What advice do you have for kids that might not even think they can get into music, or like don't even know how to get started, like for the real brand new artists that might be recording music in their bathroom and think they're better than Tupac? What would you say to them?
You know what's something I had to learn? I had to learn that it's not even about talent. You know? It's not even about that. What you got to have, something that I had the whole time that I didn't know I had, was the vision. You got to see yourself doing it first, and then after you see yourself doing it, you got to practice behind it. So once you put the vision with the practice, that's what it meet up. If you just got talent with no dedication, talent is nothing. You know, that's something that 50 Cent told me.
It's funny. Tricky Stewart was in our offices, and he was saying too, it's not even how talented you are. A lot of times it's the people you have around you.
That's true too.
Because you got to be so careful about who's speaking for you, and you know.
Well, how important is everything else, like social networking and stuff like that, to you?
It's definitely important, because now you live in a base where everybody's on the computer. Not just the kids, but you know, you got older adults. You know, my mom, you know,
she's on Facebook now.
Grandparents, everybody's on there. So you got to stay connected with the people. Only thing I hate about the social network is I see it where the connection and being like actual physical with a person. You know, that's starting to lose.
Because people are just looking at their phones all the time.
I got a bad case of it too. I text you before I call you. And that's terrible. I can't do my family like that. You know, but so big. You know, bittersweet. Everything's bittersweet in life. So that's how I look at it.
You got any rituals tomorrow before you hit the stage, or even today when you go on stage with Childish Gambino?
Just go out and rock. You know, do my best wishes for myself, for the crowd to enjoy themselves. You know, go out there and put my best foot forward. That's all I can do. Yeah.
I love it. I mean, with everything that is coming for you, the door is always open at KIIS.
Yeah.
Whether you want to come through and just hang and like give us a little sneak peek of the rest of the album, or everything.
So you just want to come by and play me some music.
She knows me too well. But I mean, really too, even with community stuff. You know, you talk about wanting to start your own center, or
Julie's really involved with the community.
Yeah,
a place called home. So
that's dope.
Yeah, so you're always welcome. You know, any message you want to shoot out, come jack our signal.
Got you.
All right. Thanks for coming by for the first time, though. We can't wait to see you on stage.
Kendrick Lamar, everybody. It's 102.7 KIIS-FM.
Dang.